Hey guys, Inferno here with what will most likely be my main sort of information video before backer release for Survive the Nights. So I'm going to go through a few points here similar to my old answering concerns videos, but hopefully I'm going to try and be obviously as accurate as possible and get through quite a few points quite rapidly, and then we've got an announcement at the end of the video which should interest everyone who intends to play Survive the Nights when it actually comes out. Right, first off, this is not the Steam release date. This is the backer release date. Please remember that. This is the early access, basically. This is for everyone who bought the game on Kickstarter, bought it on Humble, I think, bought it through pre-order. Any form of ordering the game before it is out, you will have a key during backer release, as far as I know. You will not have a key if you intend to buy it afterwards, I think. So if you buy or pre-order during backer release, you may still get access, but you won't be able to actually buy into the Steam version because it won't be available. It will only be that sort of backer early access to the early access, if that makes sense. The full Steam release will probably be 1 to 2, maybe 3 months after the backer release on the 24th, so it really depends on what bugs are found and how quickly A2Z can patch them out, really. Moving on, the game during backer release will most likely just be very bare bones and more of a bug hunting, help the developers kind of thing, than it would be a actual enjoyable game. This has been stated several times by me, the devs, mods, pretty much anyone on the forums, anyone on the Discord. If you intend to play this game during backer release, be prepared for the worst. That's all I can say. If you want to play it for fun during the backer release, you're gonna have a bad time. Moving on, don't have high hopes for the game, obviously. So, like I say, it's backer release, it's not Steam release. This is not a release of the game in a fun, enjoyable format. It is a sort of help the developers release, and you've got to keep that in mind, otherwise you're going to have the wrong impression of the game. Also, I apologise if I sound like I'm dying. I've got some pretty hefty cold going on at the moment, so it's probably why I sound like I'm dying. JB called me out on it yesterday in the Discord. I was quite upset. Keys will intend to come out as fast as the devs can get them out. They hope to drop them all on the 24th, but for whatever reasons there may be, I don't know, maybe server stress problems, any other problems with keys being sent out, the keys may take, like I say, up to maybe a few hours later than expected, up to a few days. We don't know yet, but hopefully they're going to try and just dump them all out basically on the 24th and let people straight in, like open up the floodgates sort of style. That said, the servers apparently are in a very stable state in the mod release, which means playing with the amount of developers that are currently on, with moderators as well from the forums, they haven't really had many server problems by the sounds of it. JB said that it is quite a stable sort of situation for the servers themselves, so hopefully that won't be too much of a problem when backer release comes around. I mean, I'm expecting the servers to maybe sort of struggle a little, but I'm not expecting anything too tragic, so to be honest, I think we should probably have very minimal server issues unless there's a lot more people than they sort of calculated for. But I don't think that's going to be the case because they've got all the numbers on their side, so it completely depends on who turns up. You know, it's like people buy tickets for an event. Not everyone's going to turn up, obviously. So it's probably not going to be too bad, providing they've got the right amount of servers allocated, I guess. That said, we'll move on to what have I got here. I've basically wrote up a list of things that people should know. Oh yeah, there was a few people who said that who seem to have the impression that this will be similar to the stress testing, where it'll be up for a few sort of days or something, and then go back down. As far as I know, that's not the case. Backer release will roll into full release, so backers will be playing the game all the way up until full release, and then you'll just patch the game as you would normally and play with everyone else. So it's not going to be like a launcher or anything where you sort of download it and then play for a few days or maybe like a few weeks. It's going to be, the game will be given to you via an email with a key that you redeem on Steam. You then play the game as normal, as far as I know, and then when it comes to the point where they want to roll the game out as a release on Steam, they will do so. So that means the game will basically just open up on Steam and you'll just update it as if you would any other time. Nothing complex or anything like that, but this is not obviously the Steam release, so no one's going to be able to buy this directly from Steam, as I've said previously. Now, one thing that I never discussed on this channel, as far as I'm aware, is the backer release test schedule, which was announced quite a while ago, but I just thought I'd quickly go through what the plans are. So basically, the backer release will be in stages. I'm almost 100% sure I haven't discussed this, but on the off chance I have, I'll be quite sort of quick with this. So the first part, they'll be testing connection to servers and GUI, which makes sense. You know, if there's menu problems and there's server problems, that needs to be ironed out before you even get into the game, because that's what you see first, that's what you experience first, and maybe there could be an issue that stops you from joining servers at all, which could be a real, obviously, big problem. So they'll be testing safe log-off positions, testing that non-safe log-offs will spawn you at a new random location. I spoke about this before, the weird sleepwalker choice they've gone with in the gameplay. Chat can be open, chat can be closed, blah blah blah. You know, sort of basic testing of core menu and UI elements, along with connecting to servers. Simple stuff, really. Then stage 2 will focus around items, things like that. So that's if you think early access DayZ, it had a really bad problem where if you tried to pick up stuff too quickly or put stuff down too quickly, you desync the whole, like, that item across the server. So for some people that item would be on the floor and they can't pick it up. For some people it'd be on the floor and they can pick it up, but it's actually in your inventory on your client, so it takes it out of your inventory into theirs, despite them not seeing it in your inventory, they see it on the floor. Issues like that, they're going to be the second focus, so they can iron out as much of that as possible, because obviously that's going to cause a lot of problems if items are bugged for everybody. Stage 3 will be working on statistics and things like that. So that'll be your health, that'll be XP, I assume, that'll be trees regrowing when they should be, I guess, trees being chopped down as they should be, apparently. I'm not sure how that has anything to do with stats, but it's one of the examples here. Making sure that trees, once chopped down, can be chopped into smaller parts, so I guess that basically is just a simple test of all the sort of miscellaneous things. Then moving on after that is gunplay, weaponry, things like that. So weapons checking, damage balancing, that's all going to be the focus for the final stage of, well, not the final stage of backer release, but the final stage of what will be the current backer release. Obviously they're going to add more stages as these issues get sort of addressed, so maybe there's not an issue with them at all, no one reports it, that's it, it's taken off, something else has changed and there's a new schedule pushed out. That's going to be the plan, apparently. So that's going to be bugged sounds, that's going to be basically everything related to weapons. Does my weapon do correct damage? Does my weapon make a sound when it fires? Does my weapon have correct animations? Does my weapon appear on the floor correctly with relations to stage 2 and the items? It's everything related to weapons that you could possibly think of will be tested during backer release in the first 4 stages. So we can only hope that these sort of 4 stages that have been planned here will be the main sort of ironing out of issues, if you will. So that's pretty much it from this little test schedule. All of the bugs will be released on their issue tracker, which is their Trello board, I believe. So if you want to help out by reporting bugs, you can either, I'm not sure if they're going to be looking at them on the forum, they might be, but as far as I know, the issue tracker will be related to their Trello. So if you want to help report issues, you need a Trello account. It was in the previous video I did check the description of that, and they said if you want to make any sort of impact with bug reporting, report it via their Trello. So there you go, there you have it. You've been told if you want to report bugs about your gameplay, you will do it through their Trello board. Nothing else as far as I know. Maybe they'll have something on Discord that they can check out, but as far as I'm aware, that's as far as it gets. That said, that brings me to the end of the video, guys. So the last thing I wanted to announce is that if you remember a few videos back, they mentioned that you will be able to have your own servers if you get them through AllGamer. That said, if there is enough interest, I intend to open up a community server for obviously myself and everyone else here on this channel, so that we can all play together and experience the game as a whole. It'll be ran by myself and possibly one other friend if they get the game. I'm not too sure, but it will most likely be ran by myself, and then some selected members of chat might be given obviously moderator permissions within the server. We'll sort all that out at a later date, but I just wanted to let everyone know that we are most likely going to be hosting a community server for Survive the Nights, ran by myself and the other main members of the community as well. And if you guys are definitely interested in that, drop a comment below, because only people who are interested in the community probably will have watched all the way into this part of the video. So just drop a comment below, be like, yeah, I'd like a server, that'd be pretty cool. Obviously you can play together with all the other people that you see in the comments on all the other videos as well, get to know each other that little bit better, I guess, survive together, shoot each other, do whatever you like, be crazy, live out in the wilderness if you want. But that's me done for today. I do apologise if I've sounded like I'm dying throughout this video, but honestly I don't feel too good, so I can only apologise. Anyway, I will see you guys maybe in a few days, or if you swing by my Twitch channel, I'll see you maybe in a few hours from this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.